Divinity had some great news that came out. This, for example, I listened to this. Oh, wow, look at that timestamp. Nice, classic. But let me see this.
At the 2025 Game Awards, we caught up with Larian, the studio behind the enormously successful Baldur's Gate 3, following the announcement of its new RPG, Divinity. The flashy trailer was dark and cinematic, the biggest and most ambitious project to date. What makes Divinity so ambitious?
Well, I mean, like the level of agency that we're going to give you is very, very high, much higher than we had in BG3. At least that's our ambition. And this is agency at pretty much all levels, right? So it's at the narrative, it's the systems level. So that makes us our most ambitious. It's the biggest game that we've ever made.
Wow.
Longer, deeper sequences of consequence.
Okay.
So things that, so one of the things that gives my heart joy when I play our games is when the things click into each other. The narrative, the systems themselves, they click into each other. And so when you have several situations that are going on and they all click into each other and they feel like a consequence of things, then it becomes really, really good.
I agree with him. Work on Act 3, because Act 3 is a fucking mess. I don't know if it's fixed. It's not. No, it's not fixed.
Darker tone and atmosphere of the trailer?
So we made it very dark because we want you to be the light that takes the darkness away, all right? Or be the one that pushes everybody.
Like BG3, Act 1 is where you do a bunch of stuff. Act 2, you also do a bunch of stuff, but that's where all the stuff from Act 1 kind of clicks. And then Act 3 is just chaos. That's how it feels in BG3.
Into deeper darkness. And
these maps.
We want you to feel like a hero if you do the heroic things. And we want you to feel like an asshole if you do the asshole things, or tyrant, or whatever you want.
It's super busy. It is.
You get what I mean. Like, we want to give you a wide spectrum of choice.
Of course.
And so things that were in DOS 2, for instance, were already pretty dark, but you didn't see them cinematically.
Right.
Now we're showing you what it looks like. Well, you can see it cinematically. This is what that means. All right. This is what it looks like, and it makes.
I'm so happy to be done with the fucking, what is it? Dungeons and Dragons rule set. Please go back to Divinity. I cannot wait until we have spells that cost more action points, but you can actually cast 2 spells. I don't get me wrong. What is it? Dungeons and Dragons is great, but holy fuck, I'm so tired of it. They literally made one game on this, but it's like, again, you know, I looked at Divinity 2, like videos of it. I'm like, man, these graphics are shit. This game is so ugly in comparison. But then I look at the spells and the stuff, and I remember how like more gamey it was. Oh, I can't wait for the game to look better than Baldur's Gate 3, and then also be more of a video game than a tabletop.
Way more intimate and direct. Which is great, which is what we want, because it makes for a much more engaging experience. So yes, when you are going to see the darkness, you're going to understand that this is a game about contrast, and where you can really...
No, I haven't played Pathfinder.
The last hope of everyone, or the one that really fucks everything up.
I'm a huge 40k fan, so I'd heard rumblings of Total War 40k, and I was really happy to see it. It's very different to us. We're not in the grim darkness. There is only war, where there is light and hope. We don't want to make something
Play
that
Kingdom
is
Come Deliverance too. I did. I didn't like it.
We want to
I got bored.
confront you with horror and say, what are you going to do with it and about it?
Speaking of Original Sin 2, Divinity won't be using the D&D rule set. How's that going to play out?
Sorry.
I mean, it's not a clone of DOS 2, and it's a new rule set, our own rule set.
Oh, look at this!
Everything that we learned from all the previous games that we've done. So
like, it looks so shitty. Like the fucking elves look
easy to learn,
like crack addicts.
But it allows you to do fantastic things.
Everything looks so bad.
Important bit. And
good in some ways,
really,
but
it's going to give you, in things like combat, it's going to
I can't wait for them to fucking flesh out Divinity.
A really good time of figuring
I
things
hope
out
it's
and
the
how you
same
can
type of
chain things to one
gameplay. I
another
really
and,
do.
Come
I know
up
it's
with all kinds of
turn-based.
shenanigans.
Terrific. And still turn-based?
I don't mind some changes.
Yes. Okay, and
Polish
similar
it up,
party
but...
size to BG3?
Yes.
Okay.
We are eager to learn more about the characters. Have you started casting the game yet?
We're recording, so we're still casting, but we already have a bunch of actors that are in there.
And can I ask if you're leaning more in the direction of some maybe returning faces that you've worked with in the past, or some new voices?
For the cast.
Yeah.
So
Right people for the roles.
Very good, very good. I'm sure you've had great experiences working with.
Yeah, they're going to use the
so many
same
of the
people
folks
plus
who have
extra.
gone on to like really celebrate the success with you of BG3.
Thing is, because of Larian's success, I bet they have voice actors knocking on their door to work on their game, which is just fucking great. I bet the fucking cast for Divinity is going to be fucking stupid. Just insane. Gross, over the top, just way too good for this world, and I can't wait.
You're probably eager to work with them, I imagine, in some ways, but also you want to, you know, take characters in the direction that they're meant to go in, that may be original and novel.
But one of the things that was really interesting for me was realizing that once you cast somebody, you start to write for them. And
let's get Adam Sandler in there for sure.
Really
Jim Carrey.
You get somebody in, you say, "Well, this person is not helping me to shape
I'd actually
they
love
become
that.
part of the writing process. You know, the voice, you know,
Keanu Reeves,
the way the body language works.
Kevin Hart,
For me,
The Rock,
it's very cool when somebody puts
Jack
in
Black.
unexpectedly.
Let's get a whole party.
I don't know how they're going to perform, and they're giving you something that you've not seen. That's just exciting.
Ben Stiller.
And you play one of these people for years, right? So Emma Gregory, who played Mintara in BE3.
I will take something
Morgan
precious from
Freeman,
you.
the new
Every
narrator.
hour that
Hell yeah, man.
passes.
The first time I met her was at a rap party, and she said it was like doing an invisible dance, somebody you never met. And that
Minthara was
yeah,
great, man.
Are there any technical updates to your engine that you are particularly excited about?
Yeah, so so one of the things that happened actually is when we started, when we ended the project that we were working on for D&D, we actually already knew we were going to work on Divinity. We had the engine that was waiting for us for that. So when we
That's
said,
crazy.
okay, our
They
hearts
already
are not
had
in,
the
we have to do
engine
something
being
else,
worked on.
we actually didn't have anything ready. All right, we have plans of doing things and making them ready, but we didn't have anything, so it's scramble. But luckily, we already had been building our engine for the future. We accelerated that development, so we actually.
Question: are there any like? Does anyone know what the fuck this shit is? Like, through all the Divinity games, do they know what this is or any lore? Have any clue whatsoever? Are there hints? No. Okay, so it's basically take from it what you can with this and the trailer. There's no like, well, back in because apparently they did like a fucking a 3D or whatever, what is it, over the shoulder Divinity game that wasn't turn-based or anything. There's no clues there. They said it's a Hellstone. A Hellstone. Huh. And why did that guy in the cinematic blow the fuck up? And why didn't the people that did set him on fire know that would happen? Was he put there on purpose? Like, I don't know. I could get real nerdy with it.
just transitioned to it now. So it's new tech, and it's going to be in there. It's built obviously on
Was
the,
he
on
like
the
a
existing tech
fucking,
that we had
like, was it a
before.
suicide
There's a
bomb?
lot
They
of
put
things
him
that
in,
we
they
can do now that
cursed
we couldn't
him,
do
and like,
before.
let's
So
go
that's gonna
fuck
be
up
really
this
cool. That's
town
actually the
and get your ass
gameplay,
sacrificed.
I think that's going to be the bit that excites most people, other than the visual fidelity, which obviously has come up, and the audio fidelity also, by the way.
You mentioned that recording is already underway. Do you have a sense of how far through the project you are?
So we think we're going to be recording all of development. We're not going to stop recording. So we built in Guildford, actually, we built a huge studio with 6 recording studios in there. The idea is that these are going to be recording non-stop on this game. Gives you an idea of the ambition. It's big because we want you to have lots of choice, lots and lots and lots and lots of choice. And that then leads somewhere, right? It doesn't just not lead anywhere. Whether we'll succeed, we'll find out ourselves together. But that is the plan. So it's not because we're recording that we are already almost done. This is a project where recording is almost at the beginning.
Coming off a game as critically and commercially successful as Baldur's Gate 3, does moving on to a new project feel like more pressure or less?
Yeah, it's more pressure, yeah. So there's definitely the weight of the expectations weighs high. And so we're trying not to think about it because we have to make our own thing.
But even when we don't think of the outside expectations, just the expectations we have for ourselves, like that,
Yeah.
we need to set that high, and so that's what we're working.
Just make Divinity 2 again. And just make it look
It
good.
was an interesting journey that the team already has
Please,
done on this.
I'll be
because,
happy with it.
When we
I really
started
would
with
be.
it was like, oh, we know how to do this. All right. By now we've been humbled by a development experience, by the actual development again. So I said, no, we don't know anything. We have to relearn everything. But we do have the experience of the past with us. So every game has its own language that you need to learn, right? So
Nothing crumbles your ego faster than trying to make a video game.
A friend of mine wrote a very long form feature recently, said like games don't want to be made. They're like, every one of them's like a miracle because they resist being made.
this is 100% true. They really don't want to be made. Every single morning you're happy if it actually even starts up. So it's very messy. We're in production, so that means that we already passed pre-production. So that means that we already a step further. Production is hell in a game that iterates so much, or with a developer that iterates so much. So what Adam said is very true. Game resists us, but we shall vanquish it.
Going back to the characters, would you say they're not complete until they're cast?
Believe until we should, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
you're always learning about them, right? So I think because the way the game works and because the player is the most important character, or the players are the most important characters, so anything else is reacting to them, which means that you don't know what the character needs until you know what the player needs. So even as you come toward the end, one of the great things about working on Baldur's Gate 3 was you would have these moments where you say, oh shit, they do this. If I say this, or if I do this, they would have to do this. And you hadn't planned it, you hadn't thought about it. But once you know them, you know how they react. So you're kind of improvising along with them. So we have characters that I'm already happy with. I don't know who the hell they are yet, because I don't know the end of the journey yet. And we'll know who they are then. Right now, they're a sketch, and we're starting to piece them together. But yeah.
And don't forget the visuals also, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The visuals change also through development. They have a big impact also. You know, the identity of characters is a continuous journey. Plus, if we go to early access, it also depends on if players like them or not. Do we have to, like Shadowheart, for instance, went through a journey of transformation. So did Astarion, actually. So they will. I mean, so there was a lot of tinkering and toying with the characters as we progressed, and we got to know them better.
Are you concerned that players may be expecting Baldur's Gate 4?
Yeah, I know. I mean, so
Please God, no.
we had the same thing with when we announced BG3. Everybody said, "Oh, it's DOS 2."
Like, I love BG3, but I'm tired of Action Point
for us a huge
and bonus
surprise.
action.
It's like, yes, no.
And if we do Baldur's
sure you
Gate
don't
4,
want-
it's like it's going to be Dungeons and Dragons again, and it's going to be locked into that Dungeons and Dragons rule set where it has to be something from Dungeons and Dragons. I don't want that. I want y'all to make ridiculous, stupid new shit that costs 6 action. I don't know. They already said it's a new rule set. Thank fucking God.
To make the same game.
No, we don't want to make the same game now. Yeah, so we want to make a better game, which has new things in there, that lets you do things that you haven't done before. And I think we have those things in the game, so we just need to make them work all together, which might take some time.
Well, Spence said earlier there was a moment we realized our hearts weren't in it. Our hearts are in this. We're excited, and we wouldn't be excited if we were making the same game again. So it needs to make us. We need to, because we play it every day, right? And you need to have those moments where you go, oh shit, yeah, I haven't seen this before, or I haven't done that before. One of the worst things about trying to make this goddamn game is the amount of times we do something. We go, this is really cool, but also we did do it in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. And it's not a specific thing, but you recognize the patterns, right? And we were very, very harsh on ourselves when we were making BG3. Same for every Larian game. You go, I don't want to repeat a pattern. You want to keep giving people something new so they don't get familiar and they don't say, I did this quest already. You know, like, so this one is the one where I do A, then I do B, and then I do C. And now we're like, oh shit, this is really cool. But also, yeah, we did do that. We did that already, you know? So we're constantly trying to find things. And this is where the agency comes in again, because if you make the connections between characters, narratives, situations, gameplay more complex in how they ripple out, then they don't feel complex to the player because they're just naturally experiencing them. For us though, oh my God, like, you know, you're looking at this matrix and saying like, how does it all fit together? But what you want is for the player to just experience it and go, yeah, that was just a story that I got told.
With so much player choice in your games, how much does flexibility in your workflow and your ability to adapt act as your secret sauce?
It is. I mean, because we build this is also why our new engine is so important to us, because it allows us to do things more flexible also. So everything we do is to allow our efficiency to become higher, and then we use that efficiency to be able to try more. So if you, for instance, the recording that's happening in our recording studios in Guildford right now, we automated a whole bunch of the pipeline. So at this point, it's almost as if the moment it's recorded is in game. Not 100% yet, but we're getting there. Which in turn allows us to do more, right? Because now we can record more, we can try stuff, we can say and do like that. So it's an important part for us. And the same thing goes for our systems also. There's a new system, it's called FOF.
God, everything is so ugly.
But it's a subsystem that allows our designers to more rapidly experiment.
Don't show
with
this
rules,
again.
which is good because it allows them to.
Has it always looked like
and then
this?
we have better analytics engines. So
oh
when
my
playtesters are
God!
playing, we say, that's not working, that's working. So now we can change the rules faster, right? So and then we see the story's not working or permutation's not working. It's fine. We'll just re-record it. We got the studio, the actors are there.
Does it? You ever go back to games and you're like, really? I don't remember it looking that bad. DOS2 character creation.
Of course, that is also relevant to the class and race you pick.
Okay, it looks a little bit better,
hairstyles.
right?
Undead and lizards do not get to pick facial features.
I mean, lizards look a little fucking stupid. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they almost look like Lego characters with the fucking beards and stuff. Jesus. Yeah, I don't remember it looking like that.
So you got all that, but
Spoiled with Baldur's Gate.
It's taken years and years to get to this point, right? So every single game we've improved this tech a little bit, and we have tech that plays the game automatically. So there's automated testing going on, so that things are being, because it's we already had it on BG3, right? It's so large, so when a developer, we're almost there.
They have tech that plays the game automatically.
The game first plays itself, so that the change doesn't break for the entire company, and only then do we get wheels in our hands. But that happened on, you don't want to know how much servers are active doing this thing, but it
AI
helps
automation.
Us, tremendously.
Oh yeah, aren't they under a lot of heat
in
because
more
they
rapid
talked about how they're using AI right now? Like a lot of people got upset.
iteration.
I was so
I think like something to do with like concept
somebody
art.
who had worked on a game and they
Out of
had
context.
script logs
Was it?
before they had a level built.
Oh yes.
And I was like, how do you do that?
Like
Because like for us, we have to be.
They're using I tried to read it and understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like basically they're using AI art to basically give to their artist saying, hey, this is the direction we kind of want it to go. Now actually make it as a human, right? They use AI to explore, not in production. Yeah. So concept. I mean, again, I can't fucking make anything. I can't draw anything. So if I like, hey, I want you to make this elf, but I want the elf to look majestic and I want the elf to look cool, you know, and like whatever. I don't know how to draw to describe the kind of direction I want you to go. So I'll try and put it into AI. I'll be like, okay, let's make it a little less cool. Okay, a little more majestic. Okay, now I'm going to take this AI. Hey, this is what I was talking about. But even then, isn't it like AI is just this copyright issue altogether? I don't know. I mean, every game is using AI to some extent. Bare minimum, right? They are. People are using AI. Fuck, I Google use AI all the time. What a fucking shit show. It's crazy.
walking around the game world to know if the writing's good. Because it has to be, we have to see it in
Yeah,
the game.
Larian basically said that. Any other studio that would say it would just be fucking shut down, I feel like.
The thing the player will be looking at, the better we know it. Because the thing is, like, you know, we're writing for a very specific medium and a very complicated genre within that medium. So on paper, it can be a really good story. You put it in the game, it's often really isn't a very good
How
story.
often that you'd find yourself writing like a dialogue and you read it through in the file and you're like, that seems fine. Put it in the game. Oh, that's garbage. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, no, well, you say sure, but until you see it, because that bit is an unbelievable part of the process.
You feel it in your gut, like it's not.
Vicky sent me a video, by the way. This is the video of me at Disneyland I was telling you all about. Look, this is me. Y'all can't really tell, but these pants are supposed to be like really white. They're not supposed to be gray. They're just soaked. And keep in mind, this is about an hour after the ride. So, this is me trying to dry my socks off. This is the second time I've wrung them out.
You can imagine how uncomfortable.
It's pretty bad.
It's not good.
Yeah, that was my time at Disneyland.
It's not even your brain.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't buy that.
Yeah.
And flow also, right? So
Drying
the pacing of things
stations?
is so important.
Yes.
For more on Divinity and the biggest
Was
upcoming
that Disney
PC
World or Disneyland?
games,
The one in California.
subscribe to PC Gamer.
It's called the sun. Dude, I was out in the sun. I'm telling you, I wasn't drying off. I was trying, and there was also nowhere to sit. Like in this, it was crazy. There's a lot more fucking videos too that we filmed. I think we actually filmed the ride itself, literally going down the drop that fucked me. I filmed it. I was holding my phone. My hat flew off. It was brutal. Either way, yeah, no, Divinity is like, I was watching videos of people react to the trailer, and I was getting annoyed at how unexcited they were. That's how excited I am for Divinity. I really am. I'm like, dude, do you have no passion?